Hi, remember I told you we have two methods of solving matrix inverse. Today I'm going to teach you the second method of solving matrix inverse. Okay, now if you need to solve matrix inverse, you can also use A inverse to be 1 over determinant times adjoint of A. Now what's adjoint of A? Now, for you to get adjoint of A, you need to do three steps. Now, let's go. Steps for you to get adjoint of A. First, you need to find the cofactor. Step 1. Step 2, you need to transpose. Step 3, you need to find the minus. How do we find the cofactor? Now, cofactor is just putting each element a sign. Okay, it can either be positive or negative. Now, since we have a 2 by 2 matrix, so the first element takes plus, the second element takes minus, then this takes minus, and this takes plus. So that's your cofactor. Now, cofactor, we have plus, minus, minus, and plus. Now all we need to do is just to put our elements against the signs. So we have 7, we have plus 7, this is 3, we have minus 3, this is 4, we have this minus 4, and this is minus 1. So minus times plus still gives us minus. So we have minus 1. Okay, these are our cofactor. That means we're done with step 1. Now, step 2, we need to transpose. And remember how we transpose is changing rows to columns or columns to rows. So, for us to transpose, you can either decide to change this column to rows or these rows to column. Okay, now let's change columns to rows. Now, if we need to do that, that means we want to transpose. Now, changing rows to column, we have plus 7, minus 4, minus 3, and minus 1. So the next thing to do is to find our minor. So we are done with step 2. Now, to find our minor, we need to delete the first row and first column. Our left with the last element is to take the position of the first element and first row. So all we are doing is, now let me find my minor here. Minor. So for the first plus 7, if I delete the first row and first column, I'm left with minus 1. So minus 1 takes the position of plus 7. So I have minus 1. I'll move to the next one, minus 3. Minus 3 delete the second column and first row. I'm left with minus 4. So minus 4 takes the position of minus 3. So over here we have minus 4. Minus 4 delete the second column, still the first row. I'm left with minus 3. So minus 3 takes this position. And I'm left with the last one, minus 1. Minus 1 delete this and this. I'm left with plus 7. Now this is the adjoint of the matrix A. Okay? Now I need to find my determinant so that I can just impute into my formula. How do I get my determinant? I need to get my determinant. How do I get my determinant? Now, of course, we know that determinant is just for us to multiply the leading diagonal and we subtract from the opposite diagonal, right? So if I multiply the leading diagonal, which is 7 times minus 1, and that will give me, so I can look for my determinant here. Determinant is 7 times minus 1 minus 3 times 4, 3 times 4. And I'll be left with 7 times this is minus 7, minus 3 times this is minus 12. So minus 12, minus 7, minus 12, that will give me minus 19. So minus 19 is my determinant. All I need to do is just to impute into this formula to get my A inverse. Okay, so I can just go up here and do it. So what will be my A inverse? Now, A inverse equals to 1 over determinant is minus 19, and I have times my adjoint of A. My adjoint of A is this, which is minus 1, minus 4, minus 3, and plus 7. So this is how to find a 2 by 2 matrix inverse. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, share and like. Thanks for watching.